Hello everyone, I am Jogén Hummingbird. I am with the Footsteps to Peace. I am an intuitive channel, astrologer, Reiki master, and a spiritual life coach. If anything I say in today's reading resonates with you and you would like to book your own personal reading with me, you can head over to my website, which is jogendivinity.com. That is jogendivinity.com, and you can click on the offerings tab to take a look at everything that I have available. So I want to jump on here and do a quick angelic messages reading. I was doing some meditating on what I wanted to channel today, and the angelic frequency came through very strongly. So I want to see what messages the angels have for us today, because they are very prevalent. So we have the Hermit and the Emperor. Wow. Okay. Well, right away. So this is we're using the Angel Tarot. So we have Archangel Michael and Archangel Raziel all present with this. And then this is the Hermit, this is Virgo energy, this is the Emperor, this is Aries energy. So this is like really taking initiative. This is a really good time for any of us to take divinely guided action. This feels like there's a lot of divine support behind us, but not so much in a way that is going to let us serve other people all the time. This is going to be a balance between being the emperor, being in charge, being ruling, being a role model for people, and being influential, but then it's also balance between service to self and service to God. I mean, they're one and the same. You can find unity of service to God, whatever label for that you have, through both of these options, but you need to find a balance between both. So this is a really good time for us to really start embodying what it means for us to have power. What does it mean? What does power mean? What does divine guidance mean? What does being God in a human body mean? What does it mean to be a human in this time, in this world, with the power that we're tapping into with this Aquarian nature? I mean, you take a look at Hermit, and typically on the Hermit Tarot card, like in the Rider-Waite Tarot, you'll see the star inside of a lantern that he's holding. You don't really see it on here because this is a bit more artistic, I guess you could say. But in the traditional tarot or in the Rider-Waite, you'll see that star there, and that star is representative of the Aquarius energy. So that it makes total sense that we have the Hermit showing up when all of this stuff, as the time that I'm recording this, it is January 17th. So we are about to have Mercury station direct. We're about to have Uranus station direct. We're about to have Jupiter enter Pisces in March. We're going to have Venus enter Pisces here at the end of January. Like we're having a lot of really higher dimensional, not necessarily just Aquarian aspects, but like a lot of higher dimensional consciousness being shifted right now. So there's a lot of divine guidance behind this. I mean, I feel very called to talk about the Archangel Michael energy. So I'm going to tune into that real quick, just because this does feel very specific to like a handful of you that may work with Archangel Michael. This feels like there's not a need to call on the protective elements, but more so to, how do I want to word this? How does this need to be worded? It feels in the energy more so as if there's a need for assistance with declaring sovereignty within one's field. So for some of you out there, you may be struggling empathically, and you like this Emperor energy. Think about it. This dude, or the archetype of the Emperor, this person needs to be able to handle being under pressure, to handle being projected onto by people from society, or projecting a bunch of fear at them. They have to be able to handle that. So some of us out here, not that you're not capable of handling it, or that you're not good enough because you are empathically absorbing too much. It just feels like there's a bit more energetic hygiene or sovereignty that can be integrated into this. This feels like you're taking on a little bit of what other people are throwing at you or what they're expecting of you, and you need to like enter the more, not necessarily the Aquarian nature with like the lantern, but the Hermit, like go within, go inside, go like really deep listening within. Virgo is the archetype of the maiden. And so the maiden, energetically, she's not tied down to anything. She's not in service to anything but herself and her connection to whatever she calls God, Goddess, universe, source. That is what the Virgo archetype is. And so it also helps with that Aquarian energy of the little lantern in there. So then that's like service to the collective, service to consciousness, service to the whole being of, not necessarily service all the time. Aquarius isn't about service. It's more so about expansion and boundary pushing and being the wacky one and being your true authentic self. So with in tandem with the Virgo energy of the Hermit. This is really talking about like paying attention to what is most of service to you and the divine, what the divine wants to move through you in this moment, instead of focusing on what everybody else wants from you, okay? So we had some more cards come out. So let's take a look at what we have too. So we have life experience, which is the Tower in traditional tarot. And then we have the King of Cups, King of Water, Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles, and Three of Water, Three of Cups. So this definitely feels like some of us have, maybe you just had shit hit the fan. We are having Uranus station direct on the 22nd of January for like the first time since like August or October sometime last year in 2022. So maybe this whole unexpected change of what Uranus brings in the house of Taurus, which is safety, comfort, and stability, and materialism and overindulgence. So with this unexpected change energy of Uranus, this shifting, this like, oop, boop, doo, like it kind of just like flop it on its side, throw whatever you want at it, you know, that kind of energy being thrown at our Tauran comfort zone right now is kind of like a tower energy. It's like, oh my God, I feel like everything's kind of like, oh, it's all off kilter. I'm unstable. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. There's like so many things coming at me spiritually. I don't know what to do. Like it feels like that, honestly, but you don't really need to worry about that because you just need to focus on how you emotionally feel. You don't need to worry about on all the distractions that are going on outside of you. Don't become accustomed to what is going on in physical reality. This is not where we're moving. Because like it was talking about with the Aquarian energy earlier inside of the star and the lantern with the Hermit, that energy of Aquarius, it's coming upon us. We're stepping into the age of Aquarius, and that's gonna like Pluto's entering Aquarius on March 23rd. So this is like really, really big time for us. Pluto has not been in Aquarius how many hundreds of years at this point? So we have not seen this since like around the time that the United States was forming, or really whenever the people came and stole land and established a country off of stolen land, but that's besides the point. It's just this energy of radical shift and change, of transformation through different forms of metaphysics or technological advancements that aren't even 100% physically based. That's why we don't need to get used to crutching onto this 3D reality, this earth energy, this pentacle energy, this material item, touch, sense, 5 sense, feel all my cards and touching my microphone and my computer, all that shit. Like, we don't need to get used to this anymore. We don't have to rely on this anymore, because where we're headed, this card fell down, but the Three of Cups, this is more so like using emotion to generate momentum with collective. The Three of Cups is all about like friend group, celebration, having good times. Like this is what we're going to be focusing more on what is being of service to our emotional self, because that emotional self is our vibrational self, and our vibrational self is our non-physical soul, source, God self, whatever label you have for that, your higher self, whatever. That is that version of us. So if we're not tending to ourselves vibrationally as vibrational beings, shit's gonna keep hitting the fan, and that tower moment's gonna keep happening, and you're gonna keep being dependent upon this 3D world. So shift your focus outside, or not outside, but shift your focus away from what's going on outside and put it more so inwards on how you feel about what you're doing, as opposed to what you're doing means, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards from the Indigo Angels as well. So what other messages do our angels have for us? So we just had 2 fall into the floor. So we have release and relax, and Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. So those of you out there working with Archangel Michael, his energy is very prevalent. I was wondering why the angelic frequency was so heavy today, or not heavy today, but just so intense. It is because of Archangel Michael. So something is going on with some of you people in Archangel Michael. So this is definitely like a very powerful Archangel Michael angelic frequency message for sure. So release and relax and just like let go, like get back into the touch of who you are. This card of the release and relax, like sitting out like a window and just gazing out into the stars, like that is what I want to do with my entire life. That's what I want to do for the rest of fucking ever. So like this feels just so homely and comfortable and safe. Like this feels like the Taurus energy that we have Uranus like retrograde right now through, that stationing direct soon. So once this station's direct, this feels like you guys will be able to claim back some of your energetic sovereignty. Some of you maybe some of you work with Archangel Michael, and you, during these retrograde periods, you feel like you may have lost connection or whatever, which is totally not true. It's an illusion that your ego is perceiving for the sake of transcending a block and releasing karma, which is really good. Good job. But guess what? You're actually not that limited. But, maybe some of you felt restricted by your terms of communication with the angels or whatever. Maybe you haven't worked with this archetype in a while, and then all of a sudden this is confirmation for you to work with it again. So this is a really good message here, you guys. I want to pull some more of these Indigo Angel cards. They seem to be speaking pretty loudly. So what other messages do we have? We have compassion. So this is and what at the bottom, Mother Mary. The bottom just like flew out at me. So Mother Mary and compassion. So Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, compassion, and release and relax. So this definitely feels like a really good time to like nurture yourself, take care of yourself, really provide yourself with the compassion of a mother. Really, we talked a lot about that with the Cancer full moon video. Just really nurturing yourself and taking care of your emotional self enough to be able to facilitate the expansion that you need, that is pushing you past any blocks or emotional hindrances that you may be experiencing towards aligning with your highest truth. And with this Archangel Michael energy, it feels like in tandem with the Mother Mary and the compassion and the release and the relax and all what we were talking about earlier with the towers and all that. It feels like there's a really big emphasis on just taking the time to be you right now before you have to take action. I mean, I know we were talking about taking divinely guided action earlier for some of you, but this definitely feels like for the rest of you, if you aren't taking action right now, then this is a really good time to rest and contemplate and receive the divine guidance, the downloads, the insight, the visions of what to do, okay? So that is the angelic message that I feel like I want to leave it there just because it's so potent and so powerful there already. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you resonated, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, and then subscribe to the Footsteps to Peace and click that notification bell icon so you are notified every time we upload a video for you. And then again, if you are interested in that personal reading with me, all my information is down below in the description, as well as all my socials. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Many blessings.